Hi, and welcome to another presentation from your business tutor, learning your way, anytime, anywhere. Distribution is a key part of the place element of the marketing mix, as it plays a crucial role in getting products to customers quickly and in a cost-effective way. This is why this next series of presentations on channels of distribution are so important, as they will look at the different ways that can be used to distribute products. For example, in this presentation we will look at the key part wholesalers can have in this process. Okay, so what are we going to learn in this presentation? Well, first of all, we're going to find out what a channel of distribution is. Then we're going to investigate what a wholesaler is. And then finally, we'll explore the advantages and disadvantages of using a wholesaler to distribute products. Okay, let's get started by asking, what is a channel of distribution? A channel of distribution is a pathway which allows a product to move from a manufacturer all the way through to the final customer. As you might expect, there are many ways in which this can be done. For example, historically, the channel of distribution used by organisations has involved the product moving from a manufacturer to a wholesaler and then onwards to a retailer before being sold to a customer, as shown. However, more recently, we have seen organisations employ alternative channels of distribution to meet specific needs. For example, as can be seen, some manufacturers now distribute directly to retailers who then sell the product to customers, whereas other manufacturers have cut out both the wholesaler and the retailer and sell straight to the customer, which is referred to as direct selling. Okay, let's now look at each of these chains in turn by first looking at the role of a wholesaler in the distribution chain. A wholesaler is an organisation that acts as a middleman in the distribution chain. In other words, they are the organisation that connects manufacturers to retailers. How they do this is by initially purchasing and collecting multiple products from different manufacturers, which they then return to their warehouse depot. From here, the wholesaler will then make up and then deliver individual orders to each retailer it sells to. For example, retailer 1 may place an order that includes products from manufacturers A and B, whereas retailer 2's order may contain products from manufacturer A, but also manufacturers C and D. What this shows is that a wholesaler plays a crucial role in simplifying and managing the distribution chain for both the manufacturer and the retailer. So, with that in mind, let's ask, what are the advantages of using a wholesaler? One of the big advantages of using a wholesaler from a manufacturer's perspective is that it saves on delivery costs such as purchasing vans and paying for insurance and petrol. This is because one of the main roles of a wholesaler is to collect products from manufacturers and then deliver them onwards to retailers. As you might expect, this can be really big for a manufacturer who sells in multiple retailers, as delivery costs in those circumstances could be significant. Another big advantage of using a wholesaler is that manufacturers can save on their storage costs, as the wholesaler collects their products once they have been made and stores them at their depot. Once again, this can be particularly useful as costs such as insurance and warehouse rent can be avoided, which will help profits. In fact, some wholesalers will go even further and will also take on the cost of labelling and packaging the manufacturer's products, which once again saves money. However, the cost savings don't end there, in that as a manufacturer only sells to one wholesaler rather than multiple retailers, it means all the administration costs associated with processing orders are avoided. Nevertheless, although such cost savings are significant, it does need to be remembered that wholesalers also offer other benefits. For example, a manufacturer may be able to benefit from a wholesaler's extensive retail contacts, meaning their products get into more stores and their sales rise. This is because if a wholesaler is already delivering to a retailer, they can offer them a small trial on another product at little extra cost to themselves. Whereas a manufacturer, however, may not be able to offer such a trial because the cost of delivering such an order to one retailer wouldn't be worth it. In fact, this works for the retailer as well, as only taking a trial amount of a new product means that if it doesn't sell, they aren't left with lots of unsold inventory. This benefit, of course, goes further, as using a wholesaler means a retailer won't be forced into placing a large minimum order with a manufacturer, which will save on storage costs and help cash flow. This is the case because wholesalers are happy to accept smaller orders on individual products from retailers, because when combined with the other products purchased, the total adds up to an amount that is profitable to distribute. Okay, let's now turn to look at the disadvantages of using wholesalers. One of the main disadvantages is that a manufacturer will be expected to provide a discounted price to their wholesaler for not only buying their product in bulk, but also because they are delivering their products to retailers for them. As a consequence, a manufacturer will have to accept a lower price for their product and hence a smaller profit margin than if they were to sell directly to a retailer. In fact, by selling their produce to a wholesaler, a further problem occurs in that a manufacturer will lose control over which retailers their products are sold to. This could be a major issue because if the wholesaler sells the product to any retailer that wants it, the image the manufacturer is trying to cultivate may be damaged. For example, if a manufacturer makes a premium item, they will not want it sold in discount stores. And equally damaging, because a manufacturer will have no direct contact with retailers selling their products, they will be unable to influence how their products are marketed and displayed in store, which once again could impact image and sales. In fact, this issue goes further because if a manufacturer has no contact with retailers, they will be unable to get high quality feedback on how their products are selling and how customers are reacting to them. On the other hand, from a retailer's perspective, using a wholesaler can cause issues as well, as they may end up paying more for the products they purchase than if they were to buy them directly from a manufacturer. This is because the wholesaler, who has already bought the products from the manufacturer, will have to charge a higher price so that they are able to make a profit on the deal with the retailer. Okay, so what did we learn in this presentation? Well, first of all, we found out what a channel of distribution is. Then we went on to investigate what a wholesaler is. And then finally we explored the advantages and disadvantages of using a wholesaler in product distribution. There is no doubt that wholesalers have historically played a vital role in the effective distribution of products. However, as we discovered, a number of issues do arise when they are used, meaning some manufacturers have decided to bypass them and deliver directly to retailers, which is what we will discuss in the next presentation in this series.